this is my family farm. My father was a farmer and he established the farm, he planted a lot of trees and the fruit orchard and all of that. This is my home and this is very personal for us, and we just wanted to keep my father's legacy going. My mom had always been cooking things here, and then we just brought it to the market where people really appreciated it. I was just thinking of the After a long, hard day at the farm, Steve comes back smelling of
farm. Most farms try to do as much, it's usually quantity over quality. The indigenous ecosystem actually works the best for the fruit, and it actually produces the best fruit. That's why we call it jungle farming, because we actually farm within the forest. It really helps our plants grow because it's in their natural environment. We can put the leaf mold into the plants, and we find it makes a massive difference if we actually using the forest as a benefit and not something which we have to cut down to make more fields, basically.
To be surrounded by nature is, it's so unique and it's such a privilege, and I think that comes with responsibility also.
For us, it's the natural beauty of the place. When that's been destroyed by somebody or been slowly destroyed, it's hurtful almost just because they're damaging the beauty of the place. So it's basically like it becomes personal because you're trying to preserve this place, and suddenly people are trying to do the opposite to what you're doing. So if I allow the oak to put it grain its ground and keep growing and spreading, then I can let the oak actually take over the pine and reclaim the areas that the pine has taken.
This place just wasn't always like this. It's been planted by my dad and looked after him, and it's just like our inheritance. So are we going to go backwards or forwards, But then he had to have the same fight in his life also. Right from the beginning to the end is all handmade. And there's a good reason for it. It's basically because we want to create more jobs. And the more work we create manually, the more people who are involved in every product, the more impact we can have.
We are connected to everyone else, so if we don't look after this place, then the people down the road get affected, and if they don't also learn to basically look after their place, then those people down there also get affected. So we are connected, even though we have our own portion of land, we're connected to them in various different ways. They rely on us. We serve 14 villages with the water, and that's because we protect the forest. The people are learning that, hey, we have to work together to stop this thing from happening. We want people to have the same passion for the forest that we do, so that it basically causes this ripple effect.
We have a problem with the freezer. There's no space left in the freezer. So we take out one can and then we push it back the next day. I've had some second thoughts. We got fruit earlier this year, so we didn't plan for it, and our bottles were out of stock. The second thoughts are usually because it's just really hard to do business just where we are, and it's remote and there's a lot of different factors, and that just gets really hard. And we can't get them from Delhi because no one delivers to us. So it's a bit of a juggle. But Steve, he always reminds me that just look at how many people are involved and look at how far we've come, and I think that is just what keeps us going.
Just need some rain for Pete's sake. Just a little bit of rain. Be really nice. One of our real enemies is the fires that come through here. They really are quite damaging to the forest. The ladies sometimes light them for the sake of grass. because the charcoal causes is a very good fertilizer for the grass monsoon. It's a huge problem because we're getting less and less water every year. Yeah, here it is. The forest is basically a huge lifeline to our fields and that, because the oak forest tends to hold the water in, which then allows a full summer of complete water. We don't have any issues with water.
As we work with our community, they can see our own examples of how we treat our forests, how we respond to forest fires, and that kind of sort of percolates and kind of also has an impression on them, and that's also very important. What's happening now is that we're actually working with them and we're on the same side.
When we had 1 year of very bad strawberries, we obviously had to suddenly change our whole mindset around our farm, that we can't just let it be as it is. We need to kind of understand it a bit better. And so what actually happened is we used a lot of the leaf mold from the forest. And now it's amazing. You go look at our fields and you'll see how it's amazing how that soil is just so good. So basically, learning through that process, we actually figured out how potent our leaf mold is from the forest and how useful the forest is. Looking after the strawberries, we know how to do it now well because of and the forest is basically our secret ingredient.
We are now competing with brands that are fairly big. We obviously can't, grow like they do, but we're still growing in our own way, and we see our growth in terms of, I think people is the big thing for us. If we can come in and bring back the value of well-grown produce that is unadulterated, that is chemical-free, and pay well for it, because when we do that, we're able to buy more produce from marginal farmers around us. Economic stability is almost necessary to dream of anything, isn't it? I mean, just because you need to have some means, so that's why you need to have a job, you need to have a source of income. Hello? The most exciting thing for me is when I see the daughters of our women. Most of our women have just about finished school or have not even gone to school. It was always a thing where they were married off as soon as they finished school. But now when it comes to their daughters, women are realizing that their girls can also work with dignity and contribute something to something which is, bigger, be a part of something which is big.